What is up? What's good, everyone? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. We are here for the 20th episode of the Lightning Round. So, welcome, everybody. I am your, of course, amazing host, Ryan the Phantoms here. Nice to see all of you. I hope everyone has had themselves a very damn good day, a very solid day. First and foremost, I want to thank everyone that showed up for yesterday's little stream where we had a little fun playing Honkai Impact 3rd, and we also had a little fun playing some Smash Brothers. So thank you all so much that came by for that. I hope everyone has been well, treating themselves well. Hold up. Yep, had me some spaghetti. There you go. But other than that, I hope everyone has been taking care of themselves and treating each other right, not being a dickhead to your fellow people. Just keeping yourself safe as well, and keeping your friends safe. You know, whenever they're down, you go to them and you chat it up with them. Whenever you have the time to, which you should have the time to. So today's topics for lightning round is, of course, we're gonna be talking about the following: NFL Week 11. We're gonna be talking about the games from the NFL from Week 11. We're also going to be talking about the USFL, which I'm actually going to get into real quick because it's not going to take long for me to talk about them. We're going to be talking about a strange situation that happened with Monday Night Raw on yesterday. So I am going to talk about that. Even though I didn't even watch the show, I need to address it because it's something that's getting a rather out of hand. And and yeah, I think last but not least, we're gonna be talking about how we feel. We're gonna be talking about some Thanksgiving stuff. You know what I mean? Because Thanksgiving's right around the corner, and I think it's right to talk about what's on their mind. With this upcoming day. So, Microsoft. Well, thanks for telling me because now we get to go ahead and address that real quick. I don't know why it does that, but hey, that's what we're here for. Thank you for letting me know, Fuyuka. I hope your day has been well as I go ahead and I address this situation. Borderline silent. What? Why does this keep fucking with my mic? I mean, come on. How about now? It shouldn't be borderline now. Let me ask y'all this. Now you can hear me clearly, right? Did any of you guys catch what I said? Did anyone catch what I said? By any chance? Yeah, much better now, but my big question is, did you guys catch what I said? Okay. This is what I said. I'll go and repeat. First off, we're going to be talking about some topics today. I'll go and repeat it once more. We're going to be talking about some topics today, some very, very good topics. First off, I'm going to be talking about the United States Football League, the USFL. We're going to be talking about what's happened with them. We're going to be talking about the NFL Week 11 and everything that happened with Week 11. We're going to be talking about Monday Night Raw. We're going to be talking about a situation that happened with Monday Night Raw that I believe we need to address and talk about. And last but not least, we need to talk about Thanksgiving because Thanksgiving's right around the corner. So of course, it's only right that we talk about it and we get our thoughts out the way with how we feel about this specific day. Whether it's with the food, whether it's with your family, whether it's with your friends. That's a day we all should talk about and enjoy. But other than that, I hope everyone has been treating themselves well. Hope everyone's been staying safe, treating your friends safe. Having keeping them safe. And, just chatting it up, chilling, and vibing with your people. Yeah, Omega. Don't worry, we're gonna talk about that real quick. So the first two topics I'm gonna talk about is of course the USFL and Monday Night Raw. I think for me this time around, I'm gonna save the NFL talk for later because the NFL talk can get rather lengthy. So I'm gonna talk about that last. And also I think what I should also address and talk about is I should talk a little bit about Discord, but not a whole lot. So I am gonna get to it when I can when it goes to Discord and some news that happened, some small news, nothing too crazy that happened with them, but still it's something I need to keep y'all updated on. So first we're gonna talk about the USFL. Let me pull up the browser as usual so you guys can see what I see. You guys can read what I read. Let's go ahead and pull it up. Okay. So this is what's going on with the United States Football League. So the United States Football League just recently announced they will have these are the 8 franchises that will be what? Hayao Miyazaki's back at it again. Was this the voice actress that we was just talking about when it goes to Honkai? Oh, this no, I'm sorry. There's somebody else. Oh shit. So we got some more news. Okay. I'll see this on Twitter right here. Let me check this out. I don't mind having to go off topic if we need to. So, Hayao Miyazaki returns to Studio Ghibli one last time to bring his favorite childhood book, How Do You Live to Life? Ooh. Okay. My. That is definitely going to be interesting if you guys are going to be tuning into that. But we are going to be talking about this real quick. So, like I said, the USFL has revealed its 8 franchises that's going to come up when they start in the spring. So they're going to start in the spring of next year. So the minute that the Super Bowl this year ends, the USFL will be following right behind it. I have a feeling it's going to start around maybe April, maybe May. That's when the USFL is going to be starting. So if you guys have been looking forward to spring football, you guys will get some spring football with the USFL starting first. The XFL is going to come a year later. So you're going to be having 2 spring football leagues in the USFL and the XFL in 2023. But for now, we're going to focus on the USFL and what they just did. So, yeah, kind of. First XFL, like back when Vince McMahon was trying to run all over the NFL, and that did not work. And now you got the AAF, which failed drastically. Then you got the XFL that came back and was actually rather good. The XFL came back and was rather good, but the thing that halted was COVID. And people seem to undermine this quite a bit. If it weren't for COVID, the XFL would still be around. So keep that in mind. Everybody did not predict COVID coming. So now you have the USFL that's decided to come back. First, with what people didn't know, for a little bit of a history, before the USFL came back, the owner of the company once ran a league called the Spring League, and that also used to be on Fox. I remember one of the games. In fact, I'll go ahead and show y'all one of the games real quick. This was the Spring League at one point. This was. You know, you had highlights and shit like that going on. So now they're merging that and they're bringing back the USFL. Now we're gonna get into it. These are the teams that are gonna be playing in 2022. We have the Michigan Panthers, and this is the Northern Division. I'll go by for division. You have the Northern Division, which consists of the Michigan Panthers, the New Jersey Generals. Yes, I was jamming to that DMC. No, yeah, the DMC soundtrack from the anime. The New Jersey Generals, the Philadelphia Stars, and the Pittsburgh Maulers. Those round out the 4 teams from the Northern Division. I'll repeat once more. They are the Michigan Panthers, they are the New Jersey Generals, they are the Philadelphia Stars, and they are the Pittsburgh Maulers. Now, from the Southern Division, are the Brigham Stallions, the Houston Gamblers, the New England Breakers, and the Tampa Bay Bandits. Those are the 8 teams that will be playing in the spring of 2022 when they come back, when the USFL comes back into football action for, hopefully a long time. I feel like the USFL is basically going to be like a minor league of football, as they should be. I think that's their intention, actually, because Colin Cowherd, who I'm going to reveal a clip of, has basically said the same thing, where they're going to be exactly like that. So I'm going to go ahead and show this play that little clip from Colin Cowherd when we get there. How dare that city insult me? Oh my god. But yeah, that's what they're gonna call themselves, the Houston Gamblers, which is so weird because isn't gambling illegal in Houston? Last I checked, so that's interesting. But those are the teams. Those are the 8 teams. Wait, yeah, which is so ironic. How you gonna call yourself the Houston Gamblers and you can't even gamble in the city? But those are the 8 teams. So what are my thoughts on the 8 teams? First off, I'm gonna let you know right now. The 2 cities that are gonna be supporting the USFL the most, I'm calling this now. I'm sorry, 3 cities. Maybe 4. Maybe 4. But here are the cities, in my opinion, that are gonna support these teams the most. And it's not because, it's different from the NFL. It's because the NFL teams are either currently butt ass, or because of the fact that this city that particular city is so well known for supporting whatever franchise comes to that city. So here they are. The Michigan Panthers. The Michigan Panthers are going to be a big team in the USFL. One of the big teams. You want to know why? Because the Detroit Lions is fucking ass cheeks. Now, y'all would notice if you look up the record of the Detroit Lions right now, who still does not have a victory yet in the NFL. And keep in mind, this is an 18-week season, so they can easily go 0-16 again. So, off that alone, Michigan's going to get some support their way. Just off of the simple fact that the Detroit Lions is so fucking horrible. Next team is going to be the Philadelphia Stars for obvious reasons. If you guys don't know Philly sports, I will tell you as a Philly fan. Philadelphia is literally known as a city that supports their teams, no matter what it is. They supported the Soul for a little bit until they got bankrupt. They supported the Philadelphia Phantoms, which is a minor league hockey team. They support the Philadelphia Union, who's currently in the playoffs. I mean, you guys should have checked out that little highlight from the Philadelphia Union if you guys like soccer. Check out one of the playoff games, which is the Philadelphia Union versus the New York Bulls or whatever the fuck that is. Check that out, and you'll see how many fans packed that stadium. And keep in mind, that stadium was not in Philadelphia. That stadium was in Chester, Pennsylvania, where I used to live in, which I hated the place. But they have a stadium there where people go to, and they watch their games from there. That stadium was packed. And when that one guy scored that goal, I swear to you, you thought it would be a fucking earthquake with how loud that crowd was. So, knowing that Philadelphia is going to have a minor league football team again, not from the Philadelphia Soul, in fact, I won't even count that as minor league. Knowing that they're going to have that coming in, they're going to support the hell out of that team. Just like they supported the Philadelphia Eagles. Just that's what Omega said. Yeah, we went nuts over winning the Super Bowl. We weren't even in the fucking that's not our stadium, by the way. That's the Minnesota Vikings stadium, and we went nuts in there. Philly fans travel well, but to see that we're gonna have that back, yeah, they're gonna have some support from Philly. And of course last but not least, two more teams. I'm gonna talk about the Brigham Young Stallions. Now, for people that don't know, Brigham Young is in Alabama. For people that are, don't know about their states, don't know about their cities, Alabama has been looking for a pro football team for quite some time. So to see that, they are going to get a pro football team, they're going to support it automatically. Like, look at how much they support Alabama. That's their fucking college. That's just off of college. That's nothing pro, nothing about it. That's just straight college. But now you bring something that's of a pro environment over to that city, they're going to pack that stadium. And may I also point out, one other thing with the USFL here is the fact that when the USFL starts up in the spring, that stadium, that city up in Birmingham, Alabama, that's going to be the hub stadium for all the teams that are going to be playing. So all 8 teams are going to be playing at that stadium throughout the entire 2022 season. And the reason why they're going to do this is because they want to see if the fans and if the people of this city are going to get truly invested into the league. When they do get truly invested, then they'll start bringing them to their actual stadiums. Ball is life. Yes. And in the case of Alabama, ball is life, considering they sell out that fucking Alabama stadium every chance they get. So knowing that's the case, yeah, I expect them to support the Birmingham Stallions quite a lot. So that's 3, right? 3 teams I've mentioned that's going to get big fan support. I'm going to mention one more. The Houston Gamblers is actually going to get big fan support. And I know Choco don't want to hear this, but there's a reason for it. The reason why they're going to get big fan support is because of the fact that they're not the Houston Texans. Y'all think I'm lying? Y'all think I'm lying, right? They're going to get big fan support off the fact that they're not the Houston Texans. Like, they're still a Houston team? Well, yes, it's still a Houston team. Be like, here's the deal. Like, I didn't forget. For people, does the Rockets know? And that's another thing, though. That's another thing that you just mentioned, Choco, is the fact that they're not the Houston Astros. They're not the Houston Dynamos. They're not the Houston Rockets. They're not the Houston Texans. 3 of these teams have a seriously bad history. I don't know about the Rockets, and I don't know about the Dynamos, but this is what I do know about the Rockets. The Rockets, they're shitty when it goes to whatever the fuck they be going on with them. On top of that, plus they be choking playoff games. We already know about the Houston Astros. That doesn't need to say much. And we already know about the Houston Texans. That doesn't need to say much. But the fact that this minor league team gets to start fresh, doesn't have any weird, stupid-ass scandals behind them, that's why they're going to get the support. That's why they're going to get their support. I mean, let's take a look at this little highlight here from the Los Angeles Wildcats versus the Houston Roughnecks back when the XFL was still afloat last year before COVID went down. Take a look at this. Like, hear how loud this crowd was.
And here we are. The LA Wildcats.
Hear how loud this crowd was. Look at the people in the stadium. The fact that they're not the Texans, nor are they any of these teams.
What a way to start for Houston. Walker with time.
PJ Walker, by the way.
Cam Phillips caught. Touchdown, Renegades.
That's a lot of fucking people inside of a stadium that's really, what, a college stadium? I think that's one of the old college stadiums they use for that. The Texans are obnoxiously loud. Yeah, I guess, but they also lose pretty damn bad. And guess what? When you see a, here's how I feel with it. Do not be surprised. We take our college teams far more seriously. Well, let me put it like this. Choco, do not be surprised if this Houston team gets more popular than the actual NFL team itself because of how bad the NFL team actually is. That should say enough. That should say enough. I will say this: when it goes to attendance, there was when it goes to the XFL, there was 3 teams that had the most attendance. The 3 teams that had the most attendance are the following: the St. Louis Battlehawks, which nobody should be surprised at. And the reason why nobody should be surprised that because they lost the St. Louis Rams, I think it was a couple years prior. So of course, seeing that St. Louis got some football coming to them again, they pretty much damn near packed their stadium. They was about to open up the second level of the stadium. They were only on the first level, and they were about to really, really pack that stadium. They had the most attendance throughout the league. Second to that was probably the DC Defenders, Washington DC Defenders. Now, Choco, you want to talk about Houston having some fucking problems when it goes to football? We should know enough right now with Washington, seeing as that scandal is still going on with Dan Snyder and this whole little weird, crazy ass situation with weird situation with that. So Washington got just as much of a bad history as Houston does when it goes to the NFL. So, yeah, as you can tell, two of the teams that led the attendance were because of the fact that their football teams are either shitty on the field or shitty off the field, and in one case, one team doesn't have a football team anymore, or doesn't have a football team, period. So that's why I think that the USFL did a good job in picking these three teams. Now, the teams that they did a terrible job picking are easily the New Jersey Generals, the Pittsburgh Maulers, in my opinion, the Pittsburgh Maulers, and the Tampa Bay Bandits, because when I was watching XFL in 2020, Tampa Bay was not getting any support at all. Nobody gave a fuck about them. Nobody gave a fuck about Tampa Bay Bandits. Nobody gave a I don't think Pittsburgh, aside from the Penguins, is gonna really give a fuck, because they're just like the Los Angeles team, Los Angeles fans, in my opinion, where they're very fair weather. So I know there's some diehards out there, but I feel like they're also just as fair weather if you're not fucking winning. So yeah, no, I don't like the fact that they're the decision. And of course, there's New Jersey. I mean, look at right now when it goes to New York. New York Jets and New York Giants literally don't pack their stadium at all. And it would be just as much of a shitty decision if they sat up there and they put them right back in MetLife Stadium, which is the biggest mistake the XFL did when they had the New York Guardians there. Because that stadium was not packed at all. You can't pack a stadium like that. That stadium was literally built for the Giants and Jets if they're winning. So, yeah, that should say enough. Anyway, those are my thoughts when it goes to the USFL. I'll be looking forward to it in 2022 and seeing April 2022, which is I'm seeing it from here. The league will begin play in April 2022 with games every Saturday and Sunday during a 10-game season. So I will be looking forward to that and see what the fan attendance is going to be like. I'm telling you, do not be surprised if Houston's going to be up there in fan attendance. I'm warning y'all right now. Other than that, that's really it. I want more spring football. You know, I've always wanted more spring football. I don't know about you guys, but I felt like every time that the NFL ended their season, that I've always was a guy that didn't have enough football. I would never have enough football. What the XFL did and what the AAF did, even though it was a shame that they failed that they did, here's one thing that made it right. When they were around, and when we got to watch some good football, when they ended, like, there was no football fatigue. Because we had from NFL season, which is September to February, that ends in February. We get 1 month break of football. And then the XFL or the AAF starts right back up. I mean, AAF, they start up. That means more football, so that's less fatigue. They end around June. Then the, if you guys watch the CFL, the Canadian Football League actually starts up around June or August. On top of that, you have the NFL Draft. That comes up every June. So then you have that, And then after that, you fast forward a couple months, we get more of a break with football. And then come September, we're right back in football. That's why I loved it as much as I did. Because I'm not going to be sitting here being like, yo, when the fuck is football coming back? You know what I mean? I'm not going to be saying that every time. I don't want to say that every time. That's a big, big wait. From February to September, that's a big wait. So to see that you have some spring football that will come by to have you held over until September comes around, I'll take it any day of the week. So yeah, for the USFL, welcome back. For the XFL that's going to be coming back in 2023, I hope I see you soon. Because I will tell you this right now, those two companies coming back and, having these games being played, for me as a football fan, I welcome it entirely. I want spring football to stay for the long run. I don't want it leaving under any reason whatsoever. I don't want it to be leaving due to bankruptcy. I don't want to be leaving due to any bullshit. Please stick around for 2022 and beyond. That's all I can say. Now, on that note, before I go ahead and continue on with my next topic, I do need to bring you guys something big here. Now, if you guys love some Amazon, when it goes to Black Friday, you got some Amazon right here when it goes to gaming. So I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all some prices on some of these games right here that you guys might like. A game called A Way Out is $10. Anthem, I already know nobody wants Anthem, but Anthem, if you do want it, is $10. Assassin's Creed Origins is $12. Assassin's Creed Odyssey Deluxe Edition is $20. If you guys like the whole, medieval Troy kind of thing. You got that. You can get that with Assassin's Creed for $20. Assassin's Creed Valhalla is $24. Astral Chain. I haven't played Astral Chain in a minute. Astral Chain is $27 right now. Back for Blood is $40. No, Amazon sale. Amazon. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. Retailer has been matching some of the best Black Friday deals at Walmart, Best Buy, GameStop, and Target. So, yeah, you might be right, but I'm mainly reading these off, these are at Amazon right now that I'm reading. Back for Blood is $40. Borderlands 3 is $15 if you guys want that. Burnout Paradise, $5. If you guys like some good crazy-ass racing, you got Burnout Paradise for $5. Deathloop is $25. It might actually be worth something. Demon's Souls is $40. Dragon Age Inquisition is $10. Far Cry 5 is $15. Far Cry New Dawn is $12. Far Cry 6 is $40. I don't think it sucked per se. More or less it was because of the people in charge, if I had to take a guess. But yeah, that game is Borderlands is $15. Dragon Age Inquisition is $10. Far Cry 6, I think that's the recent one. That's $40. If you guys like Formula 1 racing, that's $30. F1 2021 is $30. We also got a Steam sale here, so I'm going to definitely see if I can check out the Steam sale when I can. Ghost Recon. Now, I love Ghost Recon, but the older Ghost Recon games. But if you like the recent ones, Ghost Recon Breakpoint is $9. Ghost Recon Wildlands. Yeah, Take-Two did some really scummy stuff. Yeah, and I know it's well-documented history with what the fuck they did. Ghost Recon Breakpoint is $9. Ghost Recon Wildlands is $12. For me, I think that says enough, because isn't Breakpoint the most recent game and Wildlands is the most older game? Isn't the most one game that's before that's a little older and people are still playing Wildlands? That says enough to me. Honestly, truth be told, I might actually pick up Wildlands. I don't know. GTA 5. I know people are tired of hearing GTA 5, but GTA 5 Premium Edition is $15. What did they do? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and send you a link, buddy. They sent lawyers to people's houses directly to C&D and sued them. Yeah, there's that, and there's one more thing that I'm sure is pretty damn bad when it goes to Borderlands 3 that people don't seem to remember. The owner of the game would actually legitimately sit up there and he would take money from his staff. He was a straight up dickhead. So there's the link if you guys want to know what happened with that. There's a full 15-minute video that explains everything that happened with Borderlands 3 and why people don't really fuck with all that much. Let me go ahead and close that out. Okay. Let's see. Guardians of the Galaxy is $30. Kirby Star Allies is $27. Knockout City. Hey, Knockout City is $15. I'm gonna check it out here from Amazon. It's $15 here on Xbox. Let me see here. $20 on the Switch. That can't be right. Yeah, that can't be right. Not like that. That can't be right. These are just there's digital codes from the games. Yeah, these are just hollow bucks. The fuck? I don't want no hollow bucks. I want the full game. It's $10 on PC. Yeah, $10 on PC. This is just standard, by the way, standard edition of the game. $10 on PC. $20 on the Switch, and $10 on the Xbox. Now for the deluxe edition, you can only get it for $15 for the Xbox, and you can get it for $15 on the PC. You can't get it for PlayStation and the Switch because they don't have it like that. So there you go for Knockout City. Let me see. The Last of Us Part 2, $20. Yeah, The Last of Us Part 2 is $20. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is $27. Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening is $40. Mafia Definitive Edition $20. Need for Speed Heat. I love Need for Speed Heat. That game's $10. Need for Speed Remastered. If y'all saw me with clips playing this game earlier, I absolutely love Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered. I know it's tough to really tell people to get into specific racing games, especially from EA, who I know are assholes. But I will tell you this. If I had to tell you to buy 2 recent EA games, those are the 2 recent EA games I would tell you to buy. 2 EA games, 2 great EA games for $20, you can't beat that. And you got a lot of content with the both of them. So, yeah, there's that. New Super Mario Bros. Deluxe is $40. The new Pokemon Snap is $46. Paper Mario Origami King is $27. Oh, I was just looking at Ratchet & Clank. Ratchet & Clank Drift Apart is $50. I might take a look at that. Persona 5 Strikers is $30. I'm surprised that Mario Party Superstars isn't dropping in money. I might have to check it out and see if that's the case. Let me see. Red Dead Redemption 2, $20. I would buy that game. If you can run it on PC, buy it. If you can't, don't bother. Because I know the PC version's a little fucking iffy. I saw some people were kind of bugging over Nintendo having sales on older Switch games. They need to have a sale on fucking Pokken Tournament. And then I'll buy it. Speaking of which, let me look it up now. Let me look this up now. Just all I want to see. Pokken's Tournament is still fucking expensive. I think that says enough for how I feel with that, people. I think that says enough for how I feel with that. No, there's no rumors on them. No, I wish. I wish. They're not doing anything with that. Riders Republic. I don't know what the hell Riders Republic is, but that's $30. Let me see what this is. Oh, this is like a little racing game. Okay. Like a little dirt bike game. If you guys ever play MX versus MTV, that's how I'm looking at this game right now. That's how I look at it. Just off of the cover. Let me see this. Oh, never mind. It's a Ubisoft game. Never mind. I'll take back what I said. Don't bother. Scott Pilgrim versus the World. No, it's an all-in-one outdoor sports game. Okay, I got you. Scott Pilgrim versus the World. If y'all love that game, That game is $7. $7.50 through Amazon, and of course the PC version of the game, $15. Not bad though. More so not. I'll take that back because this is owned by Ubisoft. Now, if y'all already know about the controversies that's coming up with Ubisoft, yeah, you see why I wouldn't really support them. Which reminds me, Bell and I were playing Nintendo 64 online earlier. How'd that go? Hey, hello. We got some good ones over here and more good ones. So, Marvel Spider-Man Game of the Year Edition. This is, I believe it's for PS4. This is for $20. Very, very good. I love Spider-Man. And of course, not surprised, look what game is $30 right now. Spider-Man Miles Morales for the PlayStation 5. This game is $30. I'm going to tell y'all this real quick. I beat Spider-Man Miles Morales. And I got to tell you, I cannot wait. I cannot wait for the next Spider-Man game. I cannot wait for Spider-Man 2 to come out. Now, you guys are probably wondering why didn't I stream Spider-Man? Because for me, Spider-Man is one of those games where you shouldn't stream. In my personal opinion, I don't stream Spider-Man because those are one of the games that you just want to sit down and really experience and chill for yourself. Everybody's pretty much going to get the game and play it and enjoy it their own right. I just don't think Spider-Man is one of those games. Now, if y'all want to see me play Spider-Man one day, that's all up to you guys. You could go and prove me wrong and be like, yo, I love watching some Spider-Man. But for me, I never felt like it was worth having to stream and play Spider-Man. It was just one of those games where I would just sit down and play offline. It's one of those games. It's just a great offline game. That's why I just really love Spider-Man. Splatoon 2 is $27. So for anybody that loves Splatoon but couldn't really get it at full price, you can get Splatoon 2 for $27. We had an occasional 0-bar drop, but it wasn't a slideshow. It wasn't slideshow speed. It was consistent 3-bar connectivity. Zero smooth for online part. Oh, okay, great. I hope they fix some of those damn issues. Thanks for reminding me. I was gonna ask him to try Splatoon 2. Of course, Star Wars Battlefront 2. This game is $5. $5 through the Xbox. $20 through the PlayStation. I would say don't buy it through there, even though it's kind of worth that in my opinion. $22 through the PC. The PC online code. Let me see this here. $5 through the PC online code. Honestly, just get the online code. Don't sweat that too much. Remember what I just said about Need for Speed being one of those EA games that is worth picking up? Add Star Wars Battlefront 2 to that list. I know there's some crazy controversy that happened with Star Wars Battlefront 2. It's pretty evident with what happened with it. But the turnaround that Star Wars Battlefront 2 did is still unprecedented for me. But even more so, y'all want to know what's crazy with me? Look who made this game. Like, look who helped develop this game. DICE basically made this game. I'm going to get the DICE in a minute. I know I didn't put down Battlefield 2042 here. I didn't put down Halo Infinite here. But I'm going to talk about them in a minute. It's crazy to me, right? How they take a game that was so... They take games like this that are so fucking terrible at launch. But they take games that are like this, so terrible at launch, for what the fuck they did initially. They turn around and they make it great. But what gets me with them is they don't learn from their fucking mistakes. This is why I'm going to talk about them a little later. Because they did this with Star Wars Battlefront 2. They did this with Battlefield. They tried to do this with Battlefield 5. They kind of failed with Battlefield 5. They did this with Battlefield 1. Even though Battlefield 1 was kind of the most stable release out of all the Battlefield games, it still was bad. They did this with Battlefield 4, which is infamously known for having the most broken launch, arguably the most broken launch in the game's history, and they turned that around, and everybody, including myself, can't stop praising Battlefield 4 for how well of a game it is. I'll talk about DICE a little later. But, yeah, get Battlefront 2. I absolutely love the game. Especially if you guys want a great Star Wars experience. It's not going to give you a full-on great Star Wars experience as, say, you playing one of the older games, but it's still damn good in its own right. Star Wars Fallen Order, now that is a great Star Wars experience. That game's for $10 right now. I hear that game's still is pretty damn good, and I hope someday I can pick that up. Damn, melted your PS4. What the fuck? Titanfall 2, $5. Oh, okay, hold on. Before I even get to Titanfall 2, this is one thing I need to see. Because y'all know I talked about Titanfall 2 earlier. Y'all know this. And y'all know how much I loved Titanfall 2 as a video game. Did they fix the online issues that happened with Titanfall 2? Because if they fix that, then I'll be like, oh, go ahead, spend $5. But if not, don't bother. And yet, what bothers me is I don't see anything talking about that. This is what I want to see. And you know what? With this tweet, I absolutely agree with this tweet. If you guys can't see what this tweet says, it says, I'm going to say something very controversial. Respawn returning to Titanfall 2, the recontinued development on it would be better than getting Titanfall 3. And I vehemently agree with this. Considering how bad Titanfall 2 got shafted, I absolutely agree. And it doesn't help because Respawn Entertainment legitimately let that shit happen. So, yeah. As far as I'm concerned, until Titanfall 2 gets its just due, I don't want Titanfall 3. UFC 4, $14, and Watch Dogs Legion is $14. If you guys want the full link, exactly, Omega. If you guys want the full link of all the stuff so you can click on it and see where you guys can buy what you want to buy, you have the link right there for you. You can check out all the stuff. That's at Amazon right now. I don't see any of the other stuff for, like, say, Walmart or GameStop. You may have to click on the links and find it for yourself. But that's everything. Honestly, if I had to pick up one of these games right now because of the sales, let me see here. I might, for me personally, because I'm looking for a good shooter or looking for something cool, I might pick up Ghost Recon, even though I really, really fucking hate Ubisoft. I love Ghost Recon at death. Let me see. What else? Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart is $50. I'm actually planning on having to get that game at some point in time. In fact, I'm gonna check and see in the PlayStation Store and see how much that shit costs. This is definitely one game on my to-do list that I really, really do want is Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Now that game, I'm gonna stream me some Ratchet and Clank. I'm a big fan of Ratchet and Clank. Always love Ratchet and Clank. In fact, I need to actually play the other games. Let me see here. PlayStation Store. They have it here for like $49.69. The offer ends on 11/30. Sadly, I'm not sure. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it in time. But hey, look, I get paid, so fuck it. I'm gonna get it at some point in time. And yeah, that's really it. That's really the only games I could really think of that I would want. Okay. Now that we talked about that and we got that out the way, I need to talk about Monday Night Raw real quick. I need to get this out of my head. Oh. Before I go ahead and do that, let me go ahead and say this. Battlefield 2042 made history in the most terrible way possible. So if you guys look up Battlefield 2042 on Steam, it actually cracked the top 10. It cracked the top 10 in becoming the worst Steam game that ever released on the platform. You know you fucked up with your game if it cracked Steam's top 10 worst. How the fuck is that possible? When, like I just said with Steam, I'm sorry, not Steam, like I just said with DICE, they do this constantly. I don't understand how they do this. How do you take a game that you fucked up initially, you rebuild it, and then you have to do it over and over and over and over again with specific games? They did this with Battlefield 4. They did this with Battlefield 3. I'm sorry, this with Battlefield 3. Battlefield 3 had a terrible launch. They did this with Battlefield 1. They did this with Battlefront 2 that I just talked about and told you guys to still go grab, even though it came out with a fucked up launch. It's a lot better than what it is now. All these games I've mentioned are a lot better now than what they were when they launched. But yet somehow DICE continues to do this shit. I don't know how the fuck is that possible. But hey, it's DICE and it's EA. So, I don't know. Alright, so yeah. As far as I'm concerned, EA is getting everything that comes with them. EA and DICE is getting everything that's coming with them when it goes to having these fucked up launches. There's no excuses for you to be charging these people $60, and this is the kind of product you're putting out day in and day out. It's unexcusable. There's no reason for this. Here you go right here when it goes to Monday Night Raw that we're gonna talk about. So if you guys are still around, we're gonna be dipping into something a little bit crazy. So with Monday Night Raw, Seth Rollins, the wrestler Seth Rollins, dealt with a situation where a 24-year-old man from Brooklyn actually sat up there and attacked him. So like right here with this clip that we're about to see, they sat up there and attacked him. This is not the only instance that happened that night. Yup. He sat up there and just straight attacked him. For no reason. No reason. Oops, sorry, that's too loud. I'll explain who that guy is in a bit. And there's more to this with this story, which is so fucking insanity. It's so fucking insane, I'm sorry. There he is right there.
Who the fuck is this? That's a fan. What the fuck is you doing, boy? What the fuck? What the fuck is going on, bro? Bro, what the fuck? Yo, what the fuck?
So, yeah. There's more to it with this story that I'm about to actually show you guys, which is so crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna show you why. Bro. I'm gonna show you why this shit happened. It happened the way that it did. By the way, real quick before we actually get into this, check out this amazing artist named Mega Alexi 1998. One day, I don't know when, I'm gonna take the VTuber model that was very well done by our great artist Choco here. I'm gonna commission that artist. I'm gonna commission this artist one day. I absolutely love this artist's work. So just thought I'd throw that little side promotion out there. Let me see here if I can find it. Give me a minute, guys. There's definitely more to it with this story, which is so crazy. And honestly, I still can't believe it. I'm talking about I'm thanking you for your VTuber for the VTuber model that was done that I still need to pay you for. I'm saying I'm gonna be commissioning an artist to do a drawing of that, of the anime version of that. As soon as I fucking find it, goddamn, it's actually pretty difficult to find. Hold up. There's more to it with the story. The minute I'll find it. Also, it was so crazy that Becky Lynch, who's right there at the entrance, came out and was like, "What the fuck is this shit?" Which is, if y'all don't know, Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins, they're together. So of course, that wasn't, yeah, that wasn't anything too great. I'm trying to fucking find it. I just saw it not that long ago. In fact, I actually retweeted that. I should have retweeted that if I didn't initially. So let me go ahead and find this. Yes, I retweet a lot of things on Twitter in case you guys don't know by now, so it's going to be hard for me. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. That is a good reason to bookmark tweets, especially for situations like this. Actually, I think I put it on Gilded. Let me see. Did I put it on Gilded? Fuck, I didn't. God damn it. Here it is right here, actually. Never mind, I found it. It was right here the whole time. So, basically, this was the guy. This is what happened. Like, the guy that attacked Seth Rollins, this is why he did it. You said the guy attacked Seth Rollins, tweet here, the guy attacked Seth because he was managing a definitive fake account. He was messaging a definite fake account and believed it, and the business deal went the wrong way. Ooh. And this doesn't help because the person that attacked him is mentally disabled. So of course, when we see more of this happen, it's like, this is fucking wild. I didn't think I had this on my timeline at all. So a mentally disabled person basically got taken advantage of over some spamming crazy shit. And of course, we see the tweets, we see everything that happened. He said this kid's been planning this since 2019 because he messaged a fake Seth Rollins account, and he just seems to eventually stop replying. And of course, we see all of this that happened with it. And honestly, this is a sad situation, so to speak, because this is a mentally disabled person. He doesn't really like truly does not know what the fuck is right from wrong with this. And people in the comments, they don't know. They don't know that this is a mentally disabled person. And by the way, this isn't the first time that this happened, because specifically with Seth Rollins, because they have these accounts. I don't know why, but these WWE fans go a little bit too far, where they make fake accounts imposing as if they are the real wrestler or real likeness of a person. And yeah, it's not good. So this is what also happened here. This person got scammed out of hundreds of dollars. You said, I need this to activate my Google account, get in touch with Becky. So you see the fakeness already. And this is really a shame. $500 too. Oh my God. Oh Jesus, I feel so sorry for that dude. He got scammed out of $500, and he does not know better because he's mentally disabled. So that goes to show you that's how all of this started. I believe there was like a mugshot of him. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, it's outright fucked up. And the thing is, his name is Elijah. Elisa Spencer. He has been charged with attempted assault and attempted violation of arts and cultural affairs. God damn. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna see if I could find the guy's face. This is his face right here. Oh, never mind. He said he's non-apologetic. If anything, delighted with what he's done. Says that his family are proud. Saying that his family are proud. He did it for the bloodline. What the fuck? You know, some Roman Reigns shit. But it sounds like he has mental illness from the video. He got catfish. It sounds like he got easily tricked, which is a shame. But I don't think he understands how serious of the trouble he's in. Yeah, I mean, it's a shame because he's gonna be in this particular situation where he can't really get out of it. Again, keep in mind, Omega, he doesn't necessarily know right from wrong, bro. He's mentally fucked up. Mentally fucked up. He thought what he did was right when really it was not right at all. So, yes, he's going to jail for quite a while, to say the least. But that isn't the only thing that happened with Raw that night. This also happened with Raw that night. That I'm about to show if I can find it. If not, if I can't find it from here, which I'm probably not because, you know, Retweets wants to be like that. Okay, that's fine. There's more to it that happened that night. Give me a minute. This happened. I'm sorry. Not this one with Randy Orton. Something else happened. Not that. It was pretty damn bad. Not that. It wasn't. It was a fan attack. And if I can't find it, then I remember off the top of my head exactly what had happened. So, hold on. Give me a minute, guys. I'm mad I can't. Damn it. It's crazy how I retweet shit and I can't fucking find it after the fact. No, I got a better idea. Look up Sami Zayn. In fact, here he is right here trending. This show's right here. This also happened on Brooklyn. This also happened in Brooklyn. Dude in the blue shirt. Check dude in the blue shirt. Now, to explain what had happened with this in the tweet, and this is where he knows he fucked up. Somebody, which is one of these fans, that fan right there in the blue, he was saying something very, very wrong to one of the wrestlers, to the point where it got their attention, and of course, the other wrestlers, that, wrestlers with the situation, they're gonna stand up for one of their own. Sami Zayn being one of them. Who you heard called that dude a bitch. And this isn't the first time Sami Zayn got at it with fans. But as you can see, he said that he was harassing them during his match and during the dark match. He was saying some wild shit to the point where Tez told him to say it to his face. When a guy takes a chance, he had the chance to do that, he bitched out. And as you can see, when you go back to the clip, if you look closely, I don't know if you guys can, specific wrestlers immediately turned to that area and was like, yo, you need to chill, basically. So, shit that happened in Brooklyn was way, way wild. First, the whole situation going on with Seth Rollins being attacked by fans. And then we got one of the other fans sitting up there getting into it with one of the wrestlers. It's not a good look. When it goes to Brooklyn, that's not a good look. Before people say, like this one right here where it says, I don't think WWE is going to return to that stadium for a while. One of the places, yeah, they can easily take a trip there. Easily take a bus ride, take a drive there, and that's dealt with. So they better tread carefully when it goes to New York for their own safety because motherfuckers are straight up wild over there. Um, yeah. You think, yeah. And by the way, yes, Omega, that too. He backed away as soon as he got in his face. As soon as Sami Zayn got in that dude's face, he immediately backed off. Now, reminder to, like I said, with Sami Zayn, this isn't the first time he got in people's face before, got in fans' face before. You saw that clip earlier. Here it is right here. This is not his first go around with fans. This is what he did right here, where he confronted a fan back in 2019 at the Daytona Beach, where he was getting hit with homophobic slurs and shit, and he checked him real quick. So, and let me also tell you, when it goes to Sami Zayn, if he has to check fans like this, if he has to start screaming and getting at fans' face, you're the problem, because Sami Zayn is, outside of wrestling, he's really a nice dude. He's a nice as fuck dude. There's no problems that people have with that man. He's a very nice dude with all the fans, all the wrestlers. So if you fuck up to that extent, yeah, you deserve whatever you got coming. If he got anything to say about it. So give me a minute. I got a phone call. I will be right back, guys. The next thing we're gonna be talking about, aside from that, is we're gonna be talking about some Thanksgiving. So yeah, if anything, guys, get your Thanksgiving thoughts out the way. By all means, go ahead. Also, or better yet, you could also talk about everything that just happened with WWE. But yeah, get your Thanksgiving thoughts out the way. Alright, I'm back. So, is anyone else still here? Hope hope you guys are still here. So for the next topic that I got in mind that I want to talk to y'all about is, of course, Thanksgiving. So, Thanksgiving is coming up on Thursday. So, I just want to ask you guys real quick, as a community, as as good people. Has there been any Thanksgiving memories or moments that you personally have remembered to this day, and we're happy about, like really, really happy about, because, I know, not everybody, not everybody really can have the best particular Thanksgiving, and I understand that. Some people can't have a Thanksgiving at all. But if not that, at the very least, there has to be some good that had to happen in your life that you can remember, that you can look back upon, and you can smile upon, hopefully. Even when everything is going down, even when everything's all fucked up, whether it's with your friends, whether it's with your family, whether it's with anything that happened with you in particular, as long as it's something that you look back on and you smile upon. So, for you guys, if you have any, what happened with you in Thanksgiving? What are moments that you remember in life? Because y'all know me, I don't mind having to sit back and listen to y'all stories each and every day that y'all bring to me. I'll listen to it, I'll read it like an open book. Now, for me in particular, with what happened with me in Thanksgiving, a moment that I remember really, and honestly, this is a moment that I should say I'm really not only thankful but grateful for, to say the least. To where I'm grateful that each day I get to sit back and have you guys to chat with. I'm grateful that I get to have my my family to chat with whenever I get to go across the street, and I get to like watch football and eat that great Thanksgiving food. In fact, that leads me to ask, what Thanksgiving food are you guys also looking forward to eating when that comes around? If by any chance just something you want to eat or close to said Thanksgiving food, you know what I mean? I think for me, what I look forward to eating the most with Thanksgiving food is either banana pudding or sweet potato pie for me personally. But I think for as a Thanksgiving moment, it's really just being with family for that one day, and that's a moment that happens a lot of the times. That for me, it never gets old. I mean, I don't really have any crazy big moments in particular in with Thanksgiving, but that for me is one of them. Now, I wouldn't mind it if I had a Thanksgiving that was completely out of the box, way off schedule, fun. Aside from me going over to my uncle's house all the time, we would go somewhere else, and go to a friend's house, and he has Thanksgiving. Go to go elsewhere, have a great Thanksgiving. I think for me, just me being with the family, me being with great people, me being with people I can vibe with each and every day, that for me is a great Thanksgiving. I don't know about you guys, but that's how I feel. Call it cheesy, call it whatever you want, but that for me is the best Thanksgiving aside from all the food. Is I'm thankful that I got to meet all that I get to have this community here with me. I'm thankful for Choco that comes here. I'm thankful for Omega that comes here. I'm thankful for my Gilded server. I'm thankful for Marasa. I'm thankful for Jabber. I'm thankful for I know it's gonna be hard to get to everybody. I'm thankful for Stormy. I'm thankful for Preacher Valor. I'm thankful for I'm trying to think of it. There's so many people. Jesus Christ. I'm thankful for Kaioshin, who got me my AMD and my fucking motherboard. He helped me. I think he helped me with the AMD. He helped me with the motherboard part. I'm sorry, he helped me with that mother. He helped me with the CPU part. And I very much thank him for that. I think I got the motherboard by myself, but the CPU, he bought that for me. I'm definitely thankful for that motherfucker. I'm telling you, one of the best people I could have ever ran into. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be doing these streams, man. I'm telling you. You guys should be thanking him just as much as I'm thanking him, because otherwise we wouldn't be having this shit, man. I'm telling you. I thank that dude so much. I don't know if I said Stormy, but yeah, I'm definitely thankful for Stormy. I'm thankful for everybody that I have met so far in my streaming career and in my career with having to do this through the internet. I'm blessed to have what I have thus far. And I hope, not just in 2022, not just in 2023, but in beyond, we continue to expand upon that and we continue to grow, not only as a community, but also as a brand where we're actually able to sit down and, we're able to, communicate and vibe with one another. I know right now that's a slightly difficult task to accomplish, but that's still one that I want to accomplish one day. And I hope it does get accomplished. That's really it. That's really what I can think of. Aside from that, that's my Thanksgiving moment is with everyone that I've spent Thanksgiving with. I know it's not much. I know it's cheesy. But that's what I'm happy with. I gotta express it somehow. I love you guys. Like, y'all my people, man. If I didn't have you guys, I'd be still doing streams where I will be talking to myself and I will have no idea if anyone will be around or not to pay attention. Even though I say it every single time, I still believe I should say it every single time, where it's completely optional to come by to these streams. And yet, you guys come here every fucking time I start to enjoy it. Whether you're lurking, whether you're coming by to enjoy, I thank y'all so much. And I'm very, very grateful. Oh, and by the way, I do thank, in a way, I'm sorry, not in a way. I should thank him. I thank the Star Discord, the Star Clan Discord. I thank the owner of that. I know a lot of names is slipping me right off the top of my head, but if it weren't for that Discord, I wouldn't have also met more great people from there. Omega's one of those people. And if I didn't randomly hop in thanks to Kokek, then who knows what would have happened. So, I think that in of itself, I think that says just enough right there. So I thank him too. But yeah, other than that, that's my Thanksgiving memories. That's my Thanksgiving moments, I guess, at least. But yeah, like I said, if you guys have any that's on your mind that you want to get out your chest, now's the time to go. Now's the best time of any to go ahead and tell me. Tell me or tell really everybody here. Because we love y'all all the same. So in that case, we're gonna go ahead. As we go ahead and do this, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the NFL Week 11 because I have some thoughts on my mind that I want to go ahead and get off my chest from there too. All right. So let's talk about this real quick. The Patriots versus the Falcons. If I'm the Falcons, I would be very, very concerned because how the hell did you get blown out like this, 25-0, and they literally have put up no resistance at all? This is actually the Falcons' first time getting shut out at home since week 6 of 1988. They have not been shut out since. That is a good streak of not being shut out at all. But even so, in the case of the Falcons, that's still very concerning. I know right now they're low key in their little rebuilding phase just as much, but I think that should say enough with what the Falcons season is. I know for them they're not going to have a very, very good Thanksgiving, so to speak, because of this, but yeah, for them, they need to improve upon whatever it is they need to improve upon, because getting shut out like that at home, it's not it. Now let's go to the Eagles and the Saints. I got to tell you, do y'all remember not so long ago, a couple weeks back, where I had serious questions on if Jalen Hurts is still that guy? I gotta tell you, the past number of weeks, he's kind of shutting me up a bit. So, in the Chargers game that we lost, he did pretty good. Even though we lost, we did pretty good. Oh God, so that he did pretty good there. The game against the trying to think of it. The game we literally just had. Week 10. God, I can't fucking think for the life of me. This is what happens when y'all go off the rip, people. I'm telling you. The game that we had, I got it on my fucking phone. The hell's wrong with me? Yeah, the game that we had against the Broncos. There you go. The game that we had against the Broncos, he did very, very good, along with Devontae Smith. And, of course, now we have this game against the Saints where he does very, very good from here, too. And he's actually the first quarterback in Eagles history to rush for 3 touchdowns in a game. No quarterback had done that. Not Michael Vick, not Don McNabb, not Carson Wentz. And really, it's Don McNabb and Michael Vick. They're known for their scrambling ability, mostly Michael Vick, but none of them done that. Jalen Hurts had done that. But while he ran for 3 touchdowns, the passing offense wasn't exactly bad either. I gotta tell you guys, I have been wanting to see this Eagles team be the way that they are now for years. And I'm happy I'm seeing it unfold right before my very eyes. This team they went up against in the New Orleans Saints was the number 1, I repeat, number 1 rush defense in the National Football League. They said, fuck out of here. I don't care that you are the number 1 rush defense in the league. And they just completely ran all over them. I mean, look at the stats here. This is literally running football stats that I'm looking at right in front of me. Jalen Hurts went 13 of 24, 147 yards. He did not throw a touchdown. He did not throw an interception. Now, understandably so, and I'm still worried about this myself, is where he went 13 of 24 and did not get a $150. Didn't even throw for 200 yards passing. But you look at the rushing stats and you'll see why that's the case. Miles Sanders carried the ball 16 times. That's the most I've ever seen Miles Sanders get carries on this Philadelphia Eagles team since his rookie season. Jalen Hurts carried the ball he carried the ball 18 times for 69 yards. Nice, by the way. Jordan Howard carried the ball 10 times for 63 yards. Boston Scott carried the ball 6 times for 16 yards. Damn near almost everybody on the Eagles for rushing had 10 carries apiece. Almost everybody had 10 carries apiece with that stat line. The Eagles have found their little system, and honestly, all I'm doing is just coming along for the ride and seeing how far this system is going to go. I'm all for it. I love seeing running football. I was always a fan of power football. I'm always a fan of that kind of football where if defenses like to sit up here and be all speed and be all finesse, then you punch them in the fucking mouth and you go up the gut on their ass and see what they're going to do. Because if they can't do anything about it, then you pretty much got them at your mercy. And that's exactly what the Philadelphia Eagles are doing here. And I know people have a lot of questions when it goes to Jalen Hurts and him being the quarterback, but this is what people need to understand. It's not a question of Jalen Hurts right now being the Eagles quarterback. It's a question of, can anybody stop this fucking run game? That's the big question. Jalen Hurts is right now fitting what this running game is for the Philadelphia Eagles. Like, we're going to keep on running the ball, and we're going to keep on running the ball. Even on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, we're going to keep on running the ball until you can really stop us on these first 2 or first 3 downs, depending on the situation. And that's what I'm really liking about this, and I hope they keep this going. So I have my questions too when it goes to Jalen Hurts and when it goes to him having to be the quarterback of the team. But so far, when it goes to the system they have in place, I fail to see the issue here. I want them, if anything, to keep going with what they're doing. So all in all, I don't mind this. You know, Dallas Goedert having 5 receptions for 62 yards. Devontae Smith having 4 receptions for 61 yards. Truth be told, when it goes to this Eagles offense so far, that's actually pretty standard. Because if this was, say, if they started throwing the ball 30, 40, 50 times a game, and then you see this kind of stat line, then that would be a cause for concern. But seeing as this team is going a completely different route, a completely different direction, seeing 5 carries for 62 yards, seeing 5 catches for 62 yards, seeing 4 catches for 61 yards is actually relatively normal. And I hope they keep this up until a team one day comes in and actually makes them adjust. So far, there hasn't really been many teams that's been able to make them adjust since they started switching to this style of play. The Chargers, truth be told, did not make them adjust from this style of play. What stopped the Eagles that game was the fact that they couldn't capitalize on the situations that they were given. On top of that, they messed up themselves. You got Derek Barnett causing penalties. You got holding calls. The Eagles stopped themselves more than the Chargers stopped them. That's why it didn't really work out like that. And then you see it plain as day. They did this against the Broncos. It's working. They did this against the Saints. It clearly worked, seeing as they put up 4. That's scary. You know, that's the scary part about it. I think people need to understand. The Eagles put up 40 points. And none of them were through a passing touchdown. That's scary. That's very, very scary. So, and keep in mind, this is with a league nowadays where we're known for throwing the football. Now it's not about, with the Eagles case, it's like, nah, fuck throwing the football. We're going to run it down your throat. So, all in all, I'm with it, and I hope the Eagles keep this up. By the way, Darius Slay, give that man his Pro Bowl of the Year honors, because he's the reason why we're even at 40. One of the reasons while we're at 40 points because he picked off Trevor Siemian to run it all the way back for 6. So Darius Slay is actually having his best year, even though I've been getting at the coach's ass for weeks. And if anybody has been coming by and watching these games with me through Kev's Discord, through the watch along, you know I've been getting at these coaches' ass for weeks. So to see the immediate turnaround that these guys have been making is actually incredible. This team started out at 2-5. Now they're 5-6. I guess it goes to show you when you have development coming through. I'm not going to talk about the Eagles. I know I talked about the Eagles for quite enough. I've talked about them for like 20 or 30 minutes. Obviously, that's because they're my team. I have to talk about them. But we need to talk about the team, aside from the Falcons that should be getting the Clap Them Cheeks award. We got this team. 2 teams, actually, is going to get the Clap Them Cheeks award. We have the Colts and the Bills.
Clap them cheeks! Clap them cheeks! Clap them cheeks! Clap them cheeks!
You want to know why? You want to know why the Bills deserve this? This guy right here shows why they deserved it. Jonathan Taylor is a freaking machine. Look at this stat line, Jonathan Taylor on the right side if you guys can. Jonathan Taylor carried the ball 32 times. He carried the ball 32 times. Rushed for 185 yards. And scored 4 touchdowns rushing. But he wasn't done there. Jonathan Taylor also caught a touchdown. So he had a total of 5 touchdowns in one game. Let me tell you, I went up against Jonathan Taylor in fantasy, and it did not go well. It did not go well. I lost my fantasy game. In a nutshell. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Cause, yeah, I gotta tell you, it did not go well. Like, period. Let me see if I can find the games. I should be able to. Okay, view game center. And week 11. I don't know if this was the guy that had it. Yeah, this might have been the guy that had it. Let me see. Josh Jacobs, Tony Parson. Okay, no, this wasn't the one. It was the other one. I'm gonna show y'all exactly how much points this guy put up on us, and it was not fun having to see that and deal with that. This guy Lucas had Jonathan Taylor in fantasy put up 53 points. Now, even if I had put in Devontae Adams, and even if I had put in Zach Ertz, it would not have been enough. This motherfucker alone demolished my team in fantasy. I dropped to 4-7 on this fantasy league. The other one I'm like 5-6, so I don't know how, but I'll take what I can get. But yeah, Jonathan Taylor pretty much did all types of cheek clapping against the Buffalo Bills, and honestly, they rightfully deserve it. When it goes to the Bills, I don't know if anybody noticed, but the Bills have not been the same team ever since they lost that game. I believe it was against, the Packers or some shit like that? Ever since they lost that game, Josh Allen's been looking pretty sus. or was it Jacksonville? Either way, he's been looking pretty sus. So, yeah. I think somebody might want to check in on Josh Allen, bro. He's looking like a big fat phony right now. You know, like that old Family Guy skit. He's a phony, a big fat phony. Yeah, that's Josh Allen right now, bro. Not looking pretty damn good for him. And I hope for him he gets it together real quick, because come playoff time, you can't be a phony come playoff time. You gotta show up, you gotta show up. Now, Dolphins beating the Jets 24-17. Yeah, I'm not too happy about this because this is hurting the draft stock. I'm gonna show y'all exactly what I mean. Now, y'all know we keep up with the NFL draft as much as we can. Somehow, the Eagles are still in the top 10 when it goes to the draft, and still in 11th place when it goes to the draft. I don't know how the fuck they're doing it, but they're still in the top 15. I'm sorry, this one they're not in the top 15 because of Indianapolis. But 2 of their picks are still in the top 15. That's somehow impressive. I don't know how the fuck that's happening, but it is what it is. I'm not complaining. Next we have, for Clap Cheeks award, so to speak. I'm sorry. No, not take that bad. This is not even Clap Cheeks. Nah, fuck this. They deserve this, though. The Texans getting their ass kicked by the Titans. I'm sorry, Texans kicking the Titans' ass. I'm sorry. Let me be specific. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold up. I got another one ready. If I can get it. And I have one more. For anybody that thought the Titans was going to beat the Texans this week, and this is especially for those people that betted on the Titans to beat the Texans this week.
You were all wrong! Wrong! You were wrong. 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 You were definitely wrong. You were wrong. You were wrong. You were wrong. You were wrong. Hey kid, you know what? You know what, little fella? When you grow up, you're gonna be wrong. Each and every one of you were 100% wrong.
So, as much as we don't like the Houston Texans, whoever is still a Texans fan after this game, y'all gotta right the globe. Because I don't think anybody in their right mind would have expected the Tennessee Titans to shit the bed like they did. Now, while that's going on, let's take a look at the standings real quick, shall we? When it goes to the conference. Let's take a look at them. I want you to understand how much of a fraud the Titans are right now. The Tennessee Titans are the number 1 ranked team in the AFC conference. They lost to a team that is tied for the worst record in said conference. With the they're tied with the Jaguars and the Jets. So, and the crazy thing is, though, they're not the only one that went through some crazy shit. You got the Packers here. The Packers are the number 2 ranked team in the NFC. But they lost to the Minnesota Vikings, who are, they're not bad per se. Their record's actually a lot more better than indicated, but still, they're very inconsistent. And here's one other key football fact that I'm sure your mind's going to be blown over, which is so fucking wild to me. I don't know if this is the case. Hold on. I got to check and see if this is the case. I'm going to see if this is the case. Okay, not yet. Because I was about to fucking say. It would be insane to me if the Jacksonville Jaguars hold 2 victories over 2 top 5 teams in this season that were supposed to really beat them. So far, the Titans, they can make mincemeat of them. They've always have. But we'll find out come December 12th in a few weeks to see if they will keep that up. And the reason why I say this is because of the fact that they don't have Derrick Henry right now. It's amazing to me that they're still number 1 in the league without their best running back. I understand Derrick Henry's not playing, but they should still be able to adjust and get shit done like they should have. But they haven't been able to. So, I don't know what the fuck is going on with the Tennessee Titans, but I tell you what, I know some Titans fans that are not too thrilled about their team because they keep taking these crazy ass L's that they shouldn't even be taking. And the thing is, they're not the only team. The Packers are another team, honestly. And people don't know that. The Packers are another team. Even they're taking L's they shouldn't be taking. Again, I understand. I get it with them. This is without their best guy. They shouldn't be taking these L's. But look, bro. You're a damn solid football team. You should still at least be able to do a little bit more better than what you're currently doing without your best player. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see where I got a problem with this? Like, I'm trying to see what's their schedule looking like, who they lost to. They lost to in bad fashion. They lost to the Saints in bad fashion. Then again, this was early in the year. Yeah, that was early in the year. Let's see. Of course, they just lost to the Vikings. They lost to the Vikings. They lost badly to the Chiefs. This is without Aaron Rodgers. They barely beat the Cardinals. Just off that score. Yeah, barely beating. They beat them by a field goal. Other than that, they've been relatively solid. But yeah, you see some of the L's they would take. It's a little crazy. Then again, it was early in the year. I'm sorry. Yeah, I guess we can say that then. The Texans hold 2 victories over 2 top 5 teams. Although this one was a preseason. Fuck it, I'm gonna count it anyway. No, I'm playing. Yeah. All I know is, for me, the playoff picture is looking real interesting. Let's take a look at the playoff picture, shall we? Because we're getting up there. So, the Arizona Cardinals are still number 1. If they keep on winning like the way that they have been winning, then they are going to take a home field advantage throughout the playoffs. The Packers, they're still doing what they're doing. They're still hanging on to number 2. The Bucks still hanging on to number 3. The Cowboys hanging on to number 4. They did just lose to the Chiefs, though, so that might hurt them a little, especially with the Rams. Also, the Rams, I'm going to laugh at them, too. They're going to get a laugh, the laughing command if they don't win the fucking Super Bowl, because they picked up Odell Beckham Jr. and they picked up Von Miller. So if they don't win, I'm laughing right at them. And seeing as the Saints just lost to the Eagles, I will say this right now. Should the Eagles and Saints tie when this season is over, the Eagles hold the tiebreaker, which means they would be going to the playoffs and not the Saints. So something to keep an eye on. Right now they're on the bubble. And I'm sure everybody saw the Eagles' schedule. They got the easiest schedule yet. The last couple games they have are NFC East teams, which are not good. So they're starting to rise up. If these teams are not careful, they will lose their spot. So there you go. Other than that, that's really all I got to say when it goes to the NFL schedule, really. Crazy shit has happened. The Ravens are about to be another team, people. I understand that was without Lamar Jackson, but before Lamar Jackson, they still lost pretty damn bad to one of the other teams. The Ravens is kind of looking suspect to me, even heading into the playoffs. So don't be surprised if they fuck up and they take an L. The same thing for the Bengals. Don't be surprised if they fuck up and they take an L. Cowboys is gonna be the Cowboys, people, especially seeing as they lost to the Chiefs. I would be very, very concerned if I'm a Cowboys fan. I understand Amari Cooper was not playing. I understand Tyron Smith was not playing. But I gotta tell you, you better watch your fucking back. If the Cowboys have to go through the Cardinals or the Packers, especially the Packers, they are in deep shit. Because they know anytime they see Aaron Rodgers literally makes the Cowboys like their bitch, bro. He does this. He's done it 3 times already. Twice in the playoffs. So, yeah, I'll be sweating bullets if I'm a Cowboys fan. The Giants are the Giants. That's it. Other than that, guys, there's not much I can really say here when it goes to the NFL schedule. It's all I can really point out right now with Week 11. I'm probably going to come back with more football talk. Not for Week 12 or Week 13. I will come back with it probably around Week 14. If things start to get spicy in Week 13 and Week 12, I will talk about them. But other than that, I'm not going to go further in depth with it because we're really approaching playoff time, and we'll see what happens later on from there. So till then, guys, that is it. That is my episode of the Lightning Round, episode 20. I hope you guys have had yourselves a good Thanksgiving. I hope everybody enjoys one another for Thanksgiving. But till then, I see some people streaming here tonight. I see some great people streaming here tonight. So let's see who we got the raid here. We have Destiny 2 with Proud Navy Mama. We have Slavio here playing Dragon Age Origins. We have Rothy playing Monster Hunter Gen U. We have Serenity playing Final Fantasy. We have our good girl Alice. Alice is doing some VR shit and chilling. We have Dom the Kid playing Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. We have Ember. Yes, if you guys remember Ember from Glimish, that Ember. She's playing. Also, this is her birthday, so if you guys want to say happy birthday to Ember, now's the time. She's playing Doom 2016. I need to get into that game. I have 2016, but I haven't gotten into the story. We have Brandon Walker playing Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. We have a fucking lineup tonight. We have Chica out here playing Final Fantasy 14. We have the Black Cat playing Monster Hunter Gen U. We have Black Master Dochi, who, if you guys know him from his YouTube videos, his amazing YouTube videos, he's playing that game. I absolutely love his YouTube videos. His YouTube videos is fucking fire, especially when he does honest gaming history. We have Fenris, I think. He's one of the guys that I follow on Twitter. He's absolutely amazing. He's playing Honkai Impact 3rd. We have Ron DeFaro here playing Castlevania. Damn, we have a fucking all-star cast of people. God, what do y'all think? Sheesh. Ah, man. You know what? I think I got some. We're going to go raid the Black Cat. It's been a while since I've actually raided the Black Cat. I don't know if I actually raided her at all. But we're going to go raid her. She's actually doing some VTuber shit herself. So you guys will definitely enjoy her if you know who Black Cat is. Black Cat is really, really great when it goes to Monster Hunter. Y'all know I do the best I can to get you guys to venture out and check out some Monster Hunter content creators. Chica is one of them. And so is Black Cat. We're going to go raid Black Cat. She's playing Monster Hunter Gen U at the moment. You guys can vibe with her and chill out. Till then, I hope I can see you guys on... Today's Tuesday, right? I hope I can see you guys on Wednesday when I come back for Devil May Cry 5 at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So y'all have yourselves a good rest of the day. Every second, every minute, every hour you guys swim with me is every second, every minute, every hour I am blessed and so, so very, very thankful for. Have yourself a good night. Peace, guys. Oh shit, she off? Wow. When did she get off? Oh, rip. When the hell did she get off? Damn, they told me differently. They told me she didn't. They told me she was on. Is she on? Or did she seriously get off?